Namo Sakya Buddhaya, dear respected Thai, dear Sangha, today the community has gathered to recite and practice the sutras, to invoke the Buddhas and Bodhisattva names, and to transfer the merits to Joanne Friday. Joanne Friday, whose 5 mindfulness trainings, Dhamma name is Clear Beauty of the Heart. Born on February 24, 1950, passes away on January 20, 2021.
Mindfulness of the deceased. Joanne Friday has been a student of Thai for 27 years. She was ordained as a lay member of the Sangha of Interbeing in 1999 and received the name Chân Lạc Thi, or True Joy of Giving. Joanne became a Dhamma teacher in year 2003. A retired counselor, teacher, and visual artist, Joanne was the guiding teacher for the 6 sanghas that comprise the Rhode Island community of mindfulness, mentor to many students of Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, and associate chaplain for the Buddhist community at the University of Rhode Island. As a senior Dhamma teacher in the Order of Interbeing, she served on the caretaking council of the Dhamma Teachers Sangha of North America. Dear sisters, dear friends, it is time to bring to mind our dear Joanne, to send the energy of loving kindness and compassion to our sister. Let us sit and enjoy our breathing for a moment, allowing Joanne to be present with us now. With a feeling of calm, clarity, and peace, we will make possible the calm, clarity, and peace of those who have left this life. Let us sit in silence for 5 minutes.
Wholehearted listening deeply, serving beings in countless ways. Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of great compassion, to whom we bow. Fearless and persevering through realms of suffering and darkness. Tsitigaba, the Bodhisattva of great aspiration, to whom we bow in gratitude. Seeds of awakening and loving kindness in children and all beings. Maitreya, the Buddha to be born, to whom we bow in gratitude. Showing the ways fearlessly and compassionately, the stream of all our ancestral teachers, to whom we bow in gratitude. realize its true meaning. The insight that brings us to the other shore. Avalokiteshvara, practicing deeply with the insight that brings us the other shore. Suddenly discover that all of the five skandhas are equally. And with this realization, he overcame all your being. Listen, Sariputra, his body is self, is emptiness, and emptiness is self, is this body. His body is not other. Emptiness and emptiness is none other than this body. The same is true. Feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. Listen, Sariputra, all phenomena bear the mark of emptiness, the true nature of no birth, no death, no being, no defilement, no purity, no increasing, no decreasing. That is why in emptiness, body, feelings, perceptions, mental formations, consciousness are not separate self-entities. The 18 realms of phenomena, which are the 6 sense organs, 6 sense objects, 6 consciousnesses, are also not separate self-entities. The 12 links of interdependent arising, their extinction, are also not separate self-entities. Ill being, the causes of ill being, end of ill being, the path, insight, and attainment are also not separate self-entities. Whoever can see this no longer needs anything to attain. Bodhisattvas who practice the insight that brings us to the other shore see no more obstacles in their mind, and because no more obstacles in their mind, they can overcome all fear, destroy your own perceptions, and realize perfect nirvana. Buddhas in the past, present, and future, by practicing insight that brings us to the other shore, are capable of attaining authentic Invocation of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The river of attachment carries living beings away to the sea of suffering, where waves of afflictions rise by the thousands to submerge us. In order to transcend the wheel of samsara, with one pointed concentration, we invoke the names of Buddhas.
Tình độ vốn sẵn nơi chân tâm, Di đã hiện ra từ tánh, chiều sáng ba đời khắp mười phương, mà vẫn không rời nơi hiện nhân tâm bần loạn, chiến phẩm sáng hiền tiền, từ tha đều thọ dùng, biết trước giờ mang chung, tâm con không thân con không bên khổ, ý con không ai ngùng, Di Đà cùng thanh chung, tay nâng đóa sen vàng, có mặt trong dây láng, cùng lên đường thông dông, sen nỡ là thấy buồn, Tịnh độ là quê hương, chơn ngôn quyên định vãng sanh. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật.
Contemplation on no coming, no going. This body is not me. I am not limited by this body. I am life without boundaries. I have never been born, and I have never died. Look at the ocean and the sky filled with stars, manifestations from my wondrous true mind. Since before time I have been free. Birth and death are only doors through which we pass, sacred thresholds on our journey. Birth and death are a game of hide and seek. So laugh with me, hold my hand. Let us say goodbye. Say goodbye to meet again soon. We meet today, we will meet again tomorrow. We will meet at the source every moment. We meet each other in all forms of life.
Thân này không phải là tôi không kẹt vào nơi thân ấy. Tôi là sự sống thênh thang, tôi chưa bao giờ từng sinh mà cũng chưa bao giờ từng diệt. Nhìn kia biển rộng trời cao, muôn vàng tinh tú lao sao. Tất cả đều Tự muôn đời tôi vẫn tự do, tự sinh là cửa ngõ ra vào. Tự sinh là trò chơi cũng bắt, hãy cười cùng tôi, hãy nắm tay tôi. Hãy vẫy tay chào để rồi tức thì gặp lại. Gặp lại hôm nay, gặp lại ngày mai, chúng ta đang gặp nhau nơi suối nguồn. Chúng ta sẽ gặp nhau từng giây phút trên muôn ngàn nẻo sóng.
Kính mời đại chúng mình sẽ tụng tiếng Anh bài From the Depth of Understanding. From the depths of understanding, a flower of great eloquence blooms. The Bodhisattva stands majestically upon the waves of birth and death, free from all afflictions. A great compassion eliminates all sickness, even that once thought of as incurable. A wondrous light sweeps away all obstacles and dangers. A willow branch once way reveals countless Buddha lands. A lotus flower blossoms a multitude of practice centers. We bow to her, we see her true presence in the here and now. We offer her the incense of our hearts. May the Bodhisattva of deep listening embrace us all with great compassion. Namo Valokiteshvaraya. Valokiteshvaraya. Namo Valokiteshvaraya. I take refuge in the Buddha, the one who shows me the way in this life. I take refuge in the Dharma, the way of understanding and of love. I take refuge in the sangha, the community that lives in harmony and awareness. Dwelling in the refuge of Buddha, I clearly see the path of light and beauty in the world. the path of transformation, dwelling in the refuge of sangha, shining light that supports me, keeping my practice free of obstruction. I aspire to help all people recognize their own awakened nature, realizing the mind of love, taking refuge in the Dharma in myself. I aspire to help all people fully master the ways of practice and walk together on the path of liberation, taking refuge in the sangha in myself. I aspire to help all people build fulfilled communities, to embrace all beings and support their transformation. Reciting the sutras, practicing the way of awareness, gives rise to benefit without limit. We vow to share the fruit with all beings. We vow to offer tribute to parents, teachers, friends, numerous beings who give guidance and support along the path. So, dear sisters, dear Sangha, now is the time for us to have a sharing from the heart. We know that Joanne, she has a very deep love and respect to our teacher Thai, and for Thai's teachings that has been transmitted to Joanne, that Joanne become much more happier and joyful and been able to share the practice with joy with so many friends. And we remember that in October in the year 2020, before Thai's continuation day, a lot of us, Thai students everywhere who heard about the news that Thai's health were very weak, and we got so anxious and so worried. So at that time, Joanne sent emails to Bluecliff Sangha expressing her love and her care. And we were so touched by her love. And so I'd like to read to the Sangha what she wrote in the emails to Sangha. Dear sisters, please know that at this time, we are holding you all in our hearts and sending you love and gratitude for all you are doing to help Thai to continue so beautifully. I hope that you can feel our support. I also hope that in the not too distant future, we will be able to be with you at Bluecliff and practice hugging meditation with boundless love and deepest gratitude. Your sister in the Dharma, Joanne. And that's what Joanne wrote to us. And I would like to read to the Sangha, the friends of Sangha, one of the sharings from our sister Cư Nghiêm, Sister True Abiding, who offered us a very beautiful chant in Vietnamese in the ceremony. she wrote in Vietnamese her heartfelt sharing to Joanne. I'd like to read the translation. Dear Joanne, this morning before the precept recitation, the sangha was requested to send peaceful energy to you. I recalled the memories of the past years when I first came to Blue Cliff and saw you during the retreats. While the sangha was doing the incense offering and then was chanting, your image became more vivid in me. I felt so grateful to see the happiness that manifested in your practice. I still remember how I was touched by the way you embody the practice and shared the practice to sangha friends with loving speech during my first years living in Blue Cliff. Until now, I have not yet forgotten how beautiful your teaching body was, even though I had returned to Vietnam for a few years and had now come back to Blue Cliff. I sometimes would ask the sisters about you. Though we never talked to each other back then because I could not speak English, that does not mean that I did not feel the connection with you. I continue to be connected with you by the fruits of your solid practice. Thank you very much for your presence that helps bring light and freshness in this life. May you be well protected by the three jewels. Please have a peaceful rest, dear Joanne. Please remember that Thầy and the Sangha from many different places are with you. Let us breathe and smile together while we are walking on this beautiful path of practice. With love, trust, and gratitude, Sister True Abiding. Thank you, Sister Cư Nghiêm, Sister True Abiding, for her beautiful, heartfelt sharing. And for your information, Sister True Abiding started to learn English since before the pandemic, and since the pandemic until now, she's still very diligent in her studying English. Thank you. And next, I'd like to invite Clytie, if you are ready to share with Joanne. Thank you.
Dear Thai, dear sisters, dear friends that are joining us today, I would like to share a few words of experience that I've had with Joanne Friday. It's an honor to be able to share today. I'm very touched. Joanne Friday has now passed into the realm of non-suffering, enlightenment, nirvana. The first time I met Joanne was a very profound experience for me. It was in 2008 when I had only been at Blue Cliff for a very short time, and I was very new to this practice. I was staying in Golden Lotus, which back then we called the farmhouse. I was sitting on the couch on the lower level, and I happened to look up and see an image of what to me appeared to be an angel. This beautiful, peaceful human being came down the staircase. I experienced a feeling of complete reverence and admiration for her, even though I have not even spoken a word to her yet. When one says that a person has a glow, an aura, a godlike light surrounding them, this was Joanne Friday. after which I did have the opportunity to take time to find out she was a Dharma teacher and a faithful, long-time student of Thais. I still continue to see her as a gift, a true bodhisattva. Through the years, I've been inspired by her Dharma talks of courage and acceptance during her sickness and also in her wellness. She never felt sorry for herself after her diagnosis with cancer. She was a person who always thought of others. She mentored many, many, many students through the aspirancies of the Order of Interbeing. I asked her in 2015 to mentor me. Despite her busyness and being unwell, she accepted me as her student. To be mentored by Joanne was like being mentored by Thai himself. That was an important time for me in my path of transformation. She understood me and could really see me. She helped me with my trauma. She understood my addictions. She helped me to forgive myself and to heal my broken relationships. She taught me to learn to leave the past in the past, treating each day with a fresh start, to live each day to the fullest. Joanne lived a life based on true love for Thai, her husband Ristard, the Dharma, and all beings in the universal sangha. I am saddened, but also celebrating the life of a true friend. Goodbye, dear sister. I will see you again in a flower, in a bird, in a drop of rain.
Thank you, Clytie. Now I'd like to ask if Sister Switsow would like to share your memories with Joanne. Are you ready, Sister Switsow?
When I think of Joanne, these words and their images come to mind. Bright smile, clarity, fearless, glow, spacious and airy hugs, capacity to hold deep suffering, light, potent Dharma talks, vast and wide heart, songs, poetry, fun, compassion. In 2010, I met Joanne after a Sangha friend shared about this amazing Dharma teacher. I got excited. The spring of 2010, with a few Sangha friends, we drove down from Toronto to attend our first silent retreat at Springwater with Joanne Friday. At this retreat, Joanne provided the container for my first heart-opening experience. I felt love and connection for everyone at the retreat. People who I didn't even know. It was bizarre. It was beyond my mind. Love bubbled up inside and soon ran over. Before long, I realized it wasn't only me with this experience. Other retreatants were experiencing this. Since it was a silent retreat, we passed love notes to each other. The love could not be contained. It needed to be expressed. For me, this is Joanne's signature and a gift she generously gave to her retreatants. A gift she often shared she received from Thai. I felt immense love and gratitude for her and what she guided us to experience. When I read Joanne's goodbye note, the memory of my first retreat with her rose and warmed my heart. She is in me. She has given me and others the gift of love through her embodied practice. She faced her own death with this energy of love and acceptance. Over the years, I realized that Joanne was not Joanne because of Joanne. There were many conditions allowing Joanne to manifest her true essence. For me, Richard is one of the conditions. I see him as an extension of her. Through his love and support and care, Joanne could be Joanne. She was my mentor, as she would say, mentor for life. She was my sister and friend. Many of you may have your own unique memories in connection with Joanne. It's because of our love for her we come together to bid her farewell. Until we meet again, dear Joanne, may you continue beautifully in us. Thank you for your many gifts. Love, Sister Sweet Sound.
Thank you, dear sisters, dear friends. Yeah, so dear Joanne, we know that you are very much loved by so many of us, and we have a deep faith that you will continue to walk with us on this beautiful path of practice. May you rest in peace. So shall we sing together, no coming, no going? No coming, no going, no after, no before. I hold you close to me. I release you to be so free, because I am in you and you are in me, because I am in you and you are in me. Thank you. Thank you, dear friends, for joining us. Have a nice day.